What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video on The Flash. Today we're checking out Flash 2021 Annual number 1. This is the finale to the blink of an eye storyline, and guys, I'm already gonna say it, this issue is awesome. As a Wally West fan, I really enjoyed this issue, but yeah, last issue ended with Wally arriving at the events of Heroes in Crisis. There's been a lot of crazy moments in the storyline. If you're not caught up, click the link below to get caught up. But yeah, if you guys are ready, let's dive into this issue. We pick up with Wally at Sanctuary. He realizes he wasn't the one who caused the deaths of all the heroes and villains in the field of grass. It's the surge of the Speed Force that caused the events. Barry tries to talk to Wally on the comms. Wally? I know, Barry. Just give me a minute. Wally says as he tears up. Already this issue is heating the feels. Seeing Wally realize that he actually didn't kill anyone is great. Finally, the events of Heroes in Crisis are not a burden on Wally West. Now from here, Wally runs to find a way to save all the people that died at Sanctuary. Wally? What the hell happened? Roy Harper says, coming up to Wally. Wally hugs Roy immediately. He's happy to see him alive. Roy asks if Wally's okay. Roy then sees all the people in the air being shocked by the Speed Force. He begins to get freaked out. Wally, what's going on? He asks. You can't tell him, Barry says on comms before being cut out. Wally begins to talk about how he killed everyone, how he lost control, how he thought he lost control, but in actuality, he didn't do anything wrong. Wally, no offense, I know you've been through a lot, but you sound a little nuts, Roy says. We go to the speed lab. Oliver hears Roy on the comms. Oliver tries to find a way to save Roy. Barry tells them they can't. The last time they messed with the timeline, he caused flashpoints. Mr. Terrific then interrupts, telling Barry there's unusual readings from the Speed Force. My powers, they're fading. Barry says, shocked. We go back to Sanctuary. Wally explains to Roy the events of Heroes in Crisis. This is Wally's weakest moments. We'll figure everything out. You'll live. Everyone will live. It's like you said, Roy. Don't leave before the miracle happens. And here you are, Wally says. And here I am. Hey, is it me or does it look like that speed bubble is moving toward the field? Roy says the surge comes toward him and Wally. A speedster then walks out of smoke, engulfing the surge. Wally and Roy stand shocked. I have returned. Savitar will have his revenge. Savitar says as blue lightning surrounds him. Guys, this is epic. I got goosebumps reading this part. I've been reading Mark Waid's Flash story about Savitar recently, and to see him show up here is awesome. Plus, come on, this splash image looks phenomenal. One of the best images in the story for sure. Now, Savitar then begins to train the Speed Force. By doing this, Barry and all the other speedsters are losing their speed. Wally stands surprised. He thought Savitar was dead. Wally then runs forward and punches Savitar from all sides. But eventually Savitar catches him by the face and smashes him to the ground. Savitar holds Wally down and he starts building up enough Speed Force energy to finally defeat the Flash. It's too late. The Speed Force does my bidding now. And now, you are no longer an obstacle, Savitar says before he's interrupted by Roy Harper. Leave him alone, Roy says, shooting an arrow that sends Savitar flying back. Roy then helps Wally up. Titans together, Titans together, Wally and Roy say as they charge at Savitar. Savitar then blasts both of them back with his energy. Once you may have been formidable, Flash, but no longer. You depend on the Speed Force, but I am becoming it. And to think, all this from a little spark, Savitar says. We then find out that Savitar, after he was destroyed, he woke up in a dark prison. He tried for years to access the Speed Force until it finally happened. A spark of hope. A hope for revenge. The Speed Force had chosen Savitar, and he finally escaped. Savitar then flowed through the Speed Force. He caused different surges and slowly started gaining control of the Speed Force. But then Wally came into play. You will be the first to bow before my newfound powers, and then I'll dispose of you. I'll then find those who imprison me, and they will suffer. Savitar says, looking down upon Wally. We go back to the Speed Lab. Barry and Mr. Terrific come up with a way to stop Savitar. Wally will have to cause another surge explosion, then defeat Savitar in the Speed Force. Wally's explosion will be like a sonic boom if we don't do this, and Savitar drains the Speed Force completely. It'll destabilize the Speed Force and potentially destroy the Omniverse as we know it. It's the only solution, Mr. Terrific says. Letting Roy die isn't any sort of solution. Barry, you said when this began you would do anything to save Wally. Please, save my boy. Oliver says. Guys, this moment is so emotional. I really feel bad for Oliver. We ship back to Wally and Roy. Wally gets the information, but he refuses to carry through. He won't pop the time bubble and kill everyone again. Roy tells Wally everything's going to be fine. He'll still be at his side even when he's dead. Do me a favor, Wally. Drop that rock of guilt you're carrying around. You'll run faster, Roy says. Now, what happens next is a very touching scene. Roy looks into the eyes of Wally West, and he talks to Oliver through the comms. This is Roy's last goodbye. I love you, Ollie. You were always there for me. You taught me to fight for what's right, even if it cost us everything to do it. You gave me something to live for. You gave me your hope. You were a great dad. So no blaming anyone, okay? If I didn't do what I could to save the day, what kind of sidekick would I be? I've only ever wanted to make you proud. Roy says as he shoots an exploding arrow in the Speed Force bubble. Wally yells no as the explosion occurs. See you around, Red. Roy says to Wally as the surge happens once again. Wally yells as everyone at Sanctuary is killed again. The timeline is still the same. We go back to the Speed Lab. Oliver falls to the ground in grief over Roy's death. Batman and Superman then show up to assist Barry and Mr. Terrific in stopping Savitar. We then get this epic splash image of Savitar hitting Wally into the Speed Lab. Wally's finally broken free of the surge, but now the Justice League gotta deal with Savitar. The so-called Justice League. Yes, it's a fiend test for my new powers, Savitar says as he faces off against Superman. With the power of the entire Speed Force in him now, Savitar is able to hit Superman back. Yeah, guys, wild, I know. Green Arrow and Mr. Terrific, they attack, but Savitar takes them down in a matter of seconds with multiple quick punches. Barry then runs over to check on Wally. He tells Wally that he's their only hope of stopping Savitar. We then get this cool scene of Barry passing the flash ring to Wally, but then Barry is grabbed by the neck by Savitar. It was you that sent me there, to that prison, Savitar says as he tries to kill Barry, but then Wally swings in, hits Savitar to the ground. You're not going anywhere, Wally says as he struggles to stand. Savitar gets up and notes on Wally's struggle. Wally then goes on to finally accept being the Flash again. I'm here for a particular reason, Wally says. Oh really? And what is that? Savitar asks. To be the fastest man alive, Wally says as the Speed Force channels through him. Guys, this moment is dope. Savitar yells no as he realizes that Wally might be stronger than him again. Wally then hits Savitar into the streets. Savitar gets a hold of himself again and tells Wally that his newfound speed doesn't mean anything. Oh, it doesn't? Okay, Savitar, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a 3-second head start, and then I'm gonna show you just how much my speed means. Wally says, smiling. Savitar then takes off running. Wally counts to 3, then catches up to Savitar and drains him of his speed energy. Savitar is no longer powerful. We get an awesome double page spread showing this sequence. This is why Wally West is one of the best DC characters of all time. Man, I'm so hyped reading this to you guys. Next, what we see is the Justice League arrive. Wally then tells Savitar that the Speed Force's mission is accomplished. He is defeated. You think that's going to stop me? I'll have my revenge, Flash. Savitar says before a Speed Force boom tube opens up and takes him away. After defeating Savitar, Wally then takes a nap. Simple as that. We go later. After a long nap, Wally talks with Barry at the Speed Lab. Barry thinks Wally's still retiring, but Wally then tells Barry that he's not retiring. He is the Flash. Wally's trip through the Speed Force has shown him why it's important for him to be the Flash. Mr. Terrific then interrupts to tell Wally that he still has surge energy inside him. It won't cause problems, but it'll for sure make him 10 times faster. Yep, Wally has become faster than ever before. Wally then prepares to head home, but then Oliver walks up to him. The two of them hug. It's a very emotional moment. From here, Wally goes home and he reunites with his family again. He kisses his wife Linda and he smiles. We then get a final splash image that shows Wally in the Flash costume running to save Central City once more. My name is Wally West and I am the Flash. Wally says as this annual closes. The next threats Wally will face is Heatwave. And yeah guys, what a story. This story started out decent, but it quickly became one of my favorite Flash stories of all time. Seeing Wally West put the past behind him and take up the role as Flash once again was awesome. Plus, all the other characters in the story added a lot of memorable moments. The Justice League, Mr. Terrific, Green Arrow, and especially Roy Harper. I gotta mention the artwork too. The artwork in this issue was phenomenal. Splash images, double page spreads, and regular panel layout pages all looked spectacular. This is a Flash story for the ages. If you're a fan of Wally West, you gotta check this story out. And yeah, I'm gonna give this issue a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. This week in comics has been amazing. It's a great time to be a DC fan. And yeah guys, tell me your thoughts on this issue down below. What do you think about Wally West being the Flash again? What do you think about Savitar returning? I got really hyped when that happened. How you guys feel when you were reading it? Were you like, yeah, Savitar is back? Or were you just like, it's just another Flash villain, whatever. I'm pretty sure you guys were hyped. But yeah guys, if you liked the video, give a big thumbs up. New channel, make sure to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next Flash video. And yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.